Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Great Tutor, and what I do is solve technical drawing problems and also provide very important information that you can use to have a better performance in your technical drawing examinations. And if you are new to this YouTube channel, you are watching my video for the first time, I appreciate you and I want to ask you to subscribe to this YouTube channel as a technical drawing student and help me to share my videos with your friends who are technical drawing students. When you subscribe, you will surely get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And very important, as I usually say, this is a practical subject. You need to practice this subject. If you don't practice it, you will not be able to do anything when a question comes to you in this subject, technical drawing. So you need to practice so that you'll be able to solve any problem that comes your way when it's come to technical drawing. Now, these diagrams that you are seeing on the screen happens to be the question 4 of 2022 WAEC question, and this has to do with the construction of isometric view given the orthographic views. As you can see here, that these views are given in first angle projection. This is the front elevation and this is the plan. So we are going to put these views together for us to have an isometric view of this object. As you can see here, that two views of a casting are shown in figure 4, and we have this to the front elevation. This is the plan. And then we are asked to draw full side the isometric view of the casting, making G the lowest point, and the question carries 20 marks, as you can see here. And what we have here, just let me talk about the dimensions on the front elevation. The thickness from here to here is 15 millimeters, and this is point G here, the lowest point where we're asked to place. I'll take as the lowest point, and then the thickness from here to here is 15 millimeters, and the distance from here to here, okay, this is also 15 millimeters, the thickness here, and the height from here to here is 75 millimeters. And coming to the plan, we have the diameter of this circle is 40 millimeters, and the radius of this semicircle here is 40 millimeters. And then we have a distance of this point from the center line of the circle is 35, and the thickness of this is going to give us a rectangular hole. The thickness from here to here is, or the distance from here to here is 20 millimeters, and also for the rectangular hole, the length is 40 millimeters, and distance from here, from this point here to this point here, is 35 millimeters. And then we also have some dimensions here. From here to here is 25 millimeters. From here to here is also 25 millimeters, and the total distance here is 80 millimeters. That means from here to here is 80 millimeters, as we have 40 from here to here from the center here, and 40 from here to here. So total is 80 millimeters. So we are going to put all these dimensions together for us to have the isometric view of this object. So let's start. So the first thing to do is to draw a horizontal line. Draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, just short one or any how that you want it to be. So the next thing is you draw a line. So you draw a line in this direction with your 30-degree set square. So draw a line in this direction, and then so you turn it to this side. So turn it to this side. So at that point, so draw a line in this direction with your 30-degree set square. So having done this, so the lowest point is this point, which is point G. So I'm going to put G at this point. I'm going to write G here. So that is the lowest point. That's where we're asked to take as the lowest point. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take the measurement. But look at the way I'm going to do it for you to understand it. First of all, produce this shape. Produce this shape. So once you get this shape, the other part will come out with ease. The other part will come out with it. Just look at the way I'm going to do it, and you too, you are going to get it. I promise that. Okay. Now, as we have that, the total distance, what total distance from here to here? Let's look at it. As we have that, from here to here is 40 millimeters. That's the radius of this semicircle. And if I add 40 plus 35, that will give me 75. That's 75. And then, so that plus 20, that is 95 millimeters. Then, if I add 30 to that, so that will give me, or 35 to that will give me 130 millimeters is the total length of this from here to here is 135 millimeters. So I'm going to take a measurement of 135 millimeters. I pray that this space will be enough. Okay, 135 millimeters, or this thing is Okay, so 135, I have it here. Okay, yeah. So I need to extend this line. So that's 135. So having gotten this 135, so I'm going to draw a vertical line, just a short vertical line at this point here, a short vertical line here like this, and I will come here and draw a vertical line. I'll draw a vertical line here like this. Okay, so with what I've done here, as I said that we want to bring out this shape. That is what we want to do. Shape of the front elevation. That's what we want to bring out first to make the work easy for ourselves. And then, so the thickness of that, so the thickness of here to here is 15 millimeters. So take a measurement of 15 millimeters. So this is 15 millimeters here. And you also take a measurement of 75 millimeters here. 75 millimeters, this is 75 millimeters. So I'm going to draw with this. So I'm going to draw. So I'm going to draw a line in this direction, and I will come up here. So I'll come up here. So I'll come up here and draw this line. Okay. So then, as we have here, so looking at what we have here, okay. Alright, so as I've said that, I want us to bring out this shape, and we need to get the distance from here to here, and coming down to the plan. So from here to here is 15 millimeters. So what is now the distance from here to here? So if I come to the plan here, I have that from here to here, the total from here to here is 35 millimeters. So from here to here is 10 millimeters, and the rest from here to here is also 10 millimeters, meaning that from here to here is 20 millimeters, but from here to here is 25 millimeters. So what I need to do now is to take a measurement of 25 millimeters. So from here to here, so I will take 10 backward because I need that 10. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to draw a vertical line. Here I will draw a vertical line here, and here also I will also draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so then so this line I'm taking it, so this line I will take it backward to intersect this one here. Okay, so as I said that we are bringing out the shape, so we have to take it little by little. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to bring out this thing out, this shape here. I want to bring it out, but we have that from here to here is 30 millimeters. So I will take 30 millimeters down. So I'll take that down, take down 30 millimeters from here. Okay, so this is 30 millimeters here. So I have 30 millimeters. So the next thing I'm going to do is to draw this from here. So I take it backward like this. So the shape has come out. So the shape has come out, as you can see it there. So so I want to make these lines, I want to make it thick apart from this part, but I will only make this part. I want to make this one a thick line. Okay, for you to see what we have done on this side of the object. Okay, okay, so you can see what we have done on this part of the object. So the next thing I'm going to do is that, so every point that we have on this object, we have to transfer them to the other side. Just look at the way I'm going to do it. So look at how I'm going to do it. So what we need to do is that, so I'm going to start from here. So you set your set square here. So transfer this point to the other side, and here also, so you transfer this. So transfer it to the other side, and coming here also, so I will transfer this to the other side, and I will come down here So I will transfer this point so to the other side like this. Okay, so I'll come to this point here, as you can see here. So I'll come to this point. So I'll transfer this point, I'll transfer it to the other side. So this is what we need to do. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take a measurement of 80 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 80 millimeters here. So starting from, I will take it from up here. Okay, so this is 80 millimeters. So the next thing I'm going to do is to bring them down here. So starting from here, so with my set square, the 30-degree side, so I will draw a line here like this. So wherever I touch that line, I'm going to draw a vertical line like this. Then, okay, all right. So also, I'll just take 30 millimeters here. Sorry, 80 millimeters here on this line. So take 80 millimeters here. So this is 80 millimeters. All right. So, so I'm going to draw a line. So from here, so I'll draw a line from here like this. Then I'll bring it like this down. So bring this down like this. Okay. So so with what I've done here, I need to draw a vertical line at this point like this. All right, so the work is coming out little by little. So then before I move on, so we have a shape here. This shape is cut off this part here. So we have to bring it here. So I want to show it now. So so the middle of this 80, we need to get it. That is 40 millimeters from each end. So this is 40 millimeters. So then we have that so distance from here to here, so if the distance from here to here is 25, and from here to here is what is 25, from here to here is 25, and from here to here is also 25 millimeters, that's 50. That means from here to here will be 80 millimeters. So what I need to do, from that middle point that I got, I will take 15 to the left and 15 millimeters to the right. Okay, 15 millimeters to the right side. Okay, so I need to, so with my set square, I will draw this. So draw this like this. And I will draw this backward a bit. Then I'm going to take a measurement of 10 millimeters on this line. 10 millimeters here. So this is 10 millimeters. So I will now transfer it to the other side. Transfer it to the other side. Then, so here I'm going to draw a vertical line on this face here. So here I will draw a vertical line here at this point. Also at this point, I will draw a vertical line like this. Also at this point, I will draw a vertical line here like this. Then from here, I'm going to draw this line to this side, and also I will turn like this. So I will draw this line here like this. Okay, so let's bring out this shape so that you can see what we have done so far in this part. So I'm going to make this line a thick line. Okay, so this line is a thick line. So this is a thick line, and this line also is a thick line. Okay, so this line is a thick line. So from here to here, and this line from here to here is a thick line. This is also a thick line from here to here. So I'll make this a thick line down here. Okay, then this line is a thick line here. So this will be a thick line, and this will be a thick line from here to here. All right, so I need to make this line also. So this will be a thick line from here to here. Okay, so this is a thick line. Okay, so I need to make this line a thick line from here to here, and so from here, this is a thick line, and this is also a thick line. All right, so with what I've done here, I will make this line a thick line, and so this line is a thick line. Okay, so I believe you can see what we have done so far. So we need to move on. So we need to move on with the work. Okay, what you see here, so this hidden part, this line that is drawn with short dashes line, this line and this line, they are under here. So one is at this point and one is at this point around here. So at this point here, at this point here, so that is what make that part hidden. So take note of it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to construct this rectangular hole before I move to this. So this rectangular hole, that's what I want to construct first. So the thickness from here to here is 20 millimeters, and the length is 40 millimeters. But the total distance from the end of the object to here is 55 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 55 millimeters from the back here. 55 millimeters. So this is 55 millimeters. So I'm going to transfer this. So I will transfer this up here. So I transfer this up here then. So with my 30-degree set square, I will transfer this to the other side. So I'll transfer this to the other side like this. Okay, so so that is to this part here. So I need to take a measurement of 20 millimeters, but the center, I need to bring down the center. I need to bring down the center, but instead of bringing it down from where I've taken it before, I'll just take 40 millimeters from here. So 40 millimeters here. So this is 40 millimeters. So I will transfer it to the front, because I'm still going to make use of that center line. Okay, so all right, so then I need to take it down here. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is to take 20 millimeters backward on this center line. So 20 millimeters from here. So this is 20 millimeters. Then I will take 20 millimeters to the left and also to the right on this line. So this is 20, and I will also take 20 millimeters to this side. So this is 20. So I can go on now and bring out the rectangle. So there is it. All right, so here also, so I draw this line, and here I will draw this line here. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is so I'm going to draw this line. So this will go down, because so we have a line here. That is what will make it a rectangular hole. Let's bring out the rectangular hole, so that we can see how it will look around this part. All right, so then I need to draw this line to show that it's a rectangular house. You can see how it looks now. So we move on. So the next part that we are going to add to this is this circle and also this semicircle. So the curve. So we are going to have everything around here. First of all, I want to bring this out first, and I'll go back and bring out this circle. Or let me bring out the circle first. So we have that distance from here to here is 40 millimeters. So, and the radius of the circle, diameter of the circle is 40 millimeters. So the radius is 20. So first of all, I will take a measurement of 40 millimeters backward from this point. From this point, I will take 40 millimeters to the back here. So this is 40 millimeters. All right, so there was a mistake in where I placed the rectangular hole, but I've taken it to where it's supposed to be. So this is where it's supposed to be. So the what I did is just that I cleaned what I have on this part and I left this line. So I have to take 20 millimeters backward. So that's the mistake. So let's move on to construct the circle. As I said that the diameter of the circle is 40 millimeters, the radius is 20. So we have to create an isometric hole here. So what I need to do is to, as I've gotten so this is the center line, so this is the center line here. So where they intersect, I will take 20 millimeters to this side and 20 millimeters to this side. Then I will also take 20 millimeters here to the left side and 20 millimeters to the right side for me to create the square hole. So this is sorry, the square is square. So to create a square, so okay. So I've created a square, so an isometric square here. So I need to join this together. If you have watched my video on how to construct isometric circle, this will not be something strange to you. It will not be something strange to you. So if you have not watched my video on how to construct isometric circle, please go and search for that video and watch it. So I made several videos on that. So with the construction of isometric cylinder, isometric cone, and so on. So please go and watch the video so that you can be able to do this part yourself. So so there's nothing special about it. It's just that we have this method to use. So now, so I've created the isometric circle here, but sometimes depending on the thickness of the object, as we have that this is 15 millimeters, we may need to work on the down part of this circle. Let me see if that is going to work. What you need to do in that case is that, so you come to this point here and you draw a vertical line down, and you come to this point, so maybe to the point, this point. So take a vertical line down here. So take down a vertical line here like this, and you come to this point also, so you draw a vertical line. So what we need to do now is that, so on this line we are going to take a measurement of 15 millimeter. Let's see. Okay, we get 15 millimeters here, so this is 15 millimeters. And then so from this point on the circle itself, so you have to take down 15 millimeters. So you take 15 millimeters here. So this is exactly at the center here, which is correct. Then you come here also, so you take down 15 millimeters here. So this point, so this point here, so this point and this point, so we are going to connect them together. So I'm going to use my French curve to do that. So you have to be very careful with that so that you can get the shape out. So as I've done it here now, I can bring out that shape. So if you do not put this there, it means that your work is not complete. So please, you need to be conscious of that. So looking at the thickness of the object, this is how this part is supposed to look. Okay, now so we move on to the last part of this. We have spent so much time, and this work, it really it will take time. It will take time, except if you want to manipulate it, which is not possible. You can't get it easy like that if you manipulate it. So to get it right, you have to use the right method. Okay, so we need to get this curve part. So we have it up and we also have it down. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to work it out from the upper part. So I've taken 40 millimeters from here to here. Okay, with what I've done here now, okay, so let me see the distance from this center. Okay, it's also 40, which is correct. So it's also 40 millimeters. So that means already I have an isometric square on this face here already. Okay. Okay. All right, so what I need to do now is to join these corners together to draw a diagonal line. So from here to here. Okay. So having done this, so what I need to do is to connect this together. Connect this together with this, and I will connect this point together. Go and watch my video on how to construct isometric circle. You need to do that if you have not seen that before. If you don't know how to construct isometric circle as a technical drawing student, you need to know it. So in case you have something like this, so you need to know it. Okay, so now, so what I need to do now, I want to construct that curved part. So I will put the pinpoint on my compass at this point here where these lines intersect, extend it to this point. So and I will test it with this. Okay, it's okay. So I can draw it now. I can draw it. Okay. All right, so we are all right. So the next is that I will put it at this point here. So extend it here. Extend it here. So test it with this. Okay, maybe I need to bring it here and take it from here. Okay. All right, so I produced the curve on the upper part, so I need to produce this. I'll need to produce down here, but this is how I usually do this part. So when it's come to work like this, so I will draw a vertical line down here like this. Draw a vertical line down here, and from this point I already have a vertical line, so I don't have to repeat that. And here also, so I have a vertical line there. So here I will draw a vertical line down here like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is that from here to here is already 15 millimeters, but I need to take 15 millimeters from this point down. So I will take 15 millimeters down here from here. So this is 15 millimeters here. So also from here to here is 15 millimeters. I don't have to take that again. I'll just come here and take 15 millimeters down. So with that distance that I've taken, so I'm going to make this a thick line. I'm going to use my French curve to do that. So I join this point together. So join this point together like this. So now also, so I join this point together. Then, so we're joining this together like this. Okay. So now, so I'm going to make this line a thick line. So I need to make sure I bring this shape out very well. Alright, so as you can see, the work is done. So it took time, but we're able to get it done. So this is how the object will look. So the next thing I'm going to do is to make this line a thick line. So this line will be a thick line like this. Okay, so from here, so this is a thick line, and from here, this is a thick line. Okay, so the work is done, and this is how you are supposed to make it look if it's the question given to you. So it's as simple as I've shown it here. All you need to do is to practice, and when you practice, you get it better and better than I do. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Keep on practicing and God bless you. I'm looking at something here. Let me see if I will need to